Ahoy there, YouTube! I'm back again today for another Kickstarter critique where I take a look at a different crowdfunding project every single time, give my honest thoughts on how that project is being ran. And today we're on GameFound. We're checking out Witchcraft. It is right here, and I gotta say, as soon as I saw this artwork, I was like, I gotta cover this. And I'm not typically an artwork type of person. I just feel like it really does pop here. So I feel like this is one of the few times where the Square has really like, man, it's drawn me in. I want to play that game with that artwork, and that's not typically me, but it's already raised $32,000. And it is a midnight, it's a solo game as well. And this is why I really wish GameFound would tell you more right from the jump, because I feel like knowing this is a solo game wets my whistle even more, because I just love the idea of more solo games. I really dig getting into them. A midnight bell tolls on the streets of Wildegrens as the villagers shutter their windows against the darkness. The isolated village is in danger. Crops are failing, animals are dying, and villagers are disappearing. Townsfolk are scared. From behind the old school, a shadow crosses to the town well. A feeble light reveals two witches who nod to one another, shutter the lantern, and make their way towards the dark woods. Good afternoon, Mr. Mormeau. Wow, that is just dripping with theme right there. I'm not typically someone who's a big fan of that, but I'm intrigued if this is what this game is going to be, like a really deep, engrossing 30-minute story. I'm all about that. So let's check this one out. So, one player, 30 minutes, stages 10 plus. All right, let's get into the video. As always, when you go in the video, I'm thinking three things. Do I want it? Can you do it? How much is it? That looks nice. I want to play that. That looks good. Found it in 2 hours. Found it. Is this what I just read? But with pictures? So they're showcasing the art? I wasn't expecting a jump scare. My 7-year-old son would want to leave the room right now if this was a video that I was watching when he was in here, which I think is a great compliment to this video. It's very creepy. Lead a coven of witches. Okay. And their fight against the evils threatening. So we're the witches, but we're the good ones. Okay. I see a bunch of other potential characters that are going to pop up in the game. Cool. That's a really cool logo, by the way. I need to get one of me, though. It's one of those nice, fancy logos. Yeah, that was really... I'm interested. I want to play that. I'm going to be a little bit disappointed if I find out this is a heavily mechanical style game, because right now I'm expecting some great story here, because that's what we're leaning on. A solitaire game where you lead a coven of witches in a fantasy... So, Salt and Pepper, have they done something before? Yeah, so I believe they did Resist, which I think is out, and then The Hunt... Not quite sure. Was this one actually a GameFound project, or was this a Kickstarter? Yeah, so this looks like this was run on GameFound, I think. Let's double check that. The Hunt Kickstarter. Oh, it was. Oh, no, it's on Board Game Geek. Okay, so yeah, this one was GameFounded, it looks like. All right, cool. So is this game out? Have people got their stuff? Updates, Pledge Manager, action needed, 426, 44. We did it. So this one was just, finished wrapping. Wow, 4-4. Oh, never mind. That's 2 months ago. Okay. So it's in the pipes, and now they've moved on to the next project. Okay. I don't have that big of an issue with that, because Resist is out. Yes, pretty sure Resist is out. Let's check on the Board Game Geek. Resist. Yeah, 1730. That's a high number. And it's a war game, no less. Intriguing. Best war game nominee, best solo board game nominee. So this is a game that I imagine a lot of people are excited for if they played the original. Cool. So it's out. It's a thing. People like it. This is the follow-up. I see it. I'm excited. The Resist, a solitaire game about the Spanish Marquis and their fight against Franco. So this is what they're leading with. They're saying, oh, this is what we did before. No, this is the project. Sorry. I'm a noob. Where is my project? I got lost. GameFound. There we go. Witchcraft. I apologize for that. I want to go check out the Resist one. That looks fun. So it's pretty much following the exact same model, actually. Like, look at that. It is very similar, but now with a couple more bells and whistles, add a little bit more. From the acclaimed designers of Resist. Love this. I think this is fantastic. This is how I want to start off. Yeah, we did this. This is a Golden Geek nominee for best solo, best work. That's exactly what I just looked up on Board Game Geek, and now I'm impressed. If you've never played Resist, here I have some reviews. I gave this game a 9. I like the system so much. I really like this game so much. Resist is perhaps the best portrayal of a resistance movement ever put to cardboard. Wow, so that one's telling me more about the theme, and that gets me excited because we're leading on the theme in this Witchcraft one too, and I'm getting pretty amped. Resistance, and here's the bottom line. If I'm someone who already loves Resist, I feel like I'm already there. It's a super fun, it's super dramatic, it is a simple game, still brutal, the artwork is great. I do feel like you're selling me a lot on just the hype right now, and I want to hear a little bit more about what this game actually is going to be, because once again, dial it back a notch after the video. Do I know what I'm doing in the game at all? Zero. Like, I know no mechanisms, I know nothing. There's tons of decisions in this game. This is a fun solitaire game with a ton of depth and replayability. It's love hearing that. Wow, it's a great little game. Small footprint, great art, interesting choices as you have. So just tons of people who are loving their original thing. And so this is the follow-up. And that's what they're leaning on. I think that's a great idea. First of all, we're very grateful for your interest in Witchcraft. This game is getting great reviews from reviewers all over the world, and we are glad that you want to support it. We're a small publisher, but very conscious about bringing great games to the market. Here we go. A fast-playing, card-driven solitaire game where you lead a coven of witches in a fantasy world where magic is real and so are the monsters. The game is played over a series of rounds. Each round is divided into 6 phases. Play witches, choose missions, play remaining witches, resolve missions, go to trial, and recover. Okay. Hopefully this gameplay video. Now we're starting to get into some of this, which is good, because I definitely wanted some of that. Ooh, what's new? Building on the hidden... Oh, so it's building on this already highly rated game. Interesting. That gets me even more excited. Building on the hidden/revealed mechanism of Resist, Witchcraft includes a new theme and a lot of new features that bring to the table a totally new experience. Here are the new and unique elements of Witchcraft. And I imagine that's going to get the returning backers pretty dang exciting. $20? Holy crud! Wow! Okay. So I immediately feel like that should be on the marquee. That is a spectacular price. You don't see $20 anymore for a game. That's just unheard of. It's absurd. Now, granted, I imagine it's going to be in a smaller box or whatnot, but who cares? It's still $20 for a game that looks like it should be a whole heck of a lot of fun because it's building on another pre-existing game that already is really popular. So $20, $20, 94, 94 if you want to get a whole bunch of them to your store. All right. And $12.61. They only have one pledge. Okay, keeping it clean and clear. This is a gameplay.
Hi, everybody. I'm Zilla.
Followed by a review. Excellent. I love how the missions and challenges are coded to the jurors. Tons of depth here. I think this is a perfect sequel with lots of new stuff that enhances gameplay. I think these are great quotes. Witchcraft. Build on a model that was already very good. Resist. It adds things which I believe make the game better. And if you didn't know that, once again, I think that's really solid to know. This is a game with a lot of bite, a lot of playability. You might want to check out Witchcraft. Okay. Stuff, things, cool. I'm sold. $20 too. Like, I'm already there. Component-wise, you don't have to impress me that much because it's $20. 28. So we got 52 or 60, 70 cards, 82 cards. Okay, decent chunk of cards. 60 challenge cards, 140 cards. All right. Oh, scenario book. Mayor Elizabeth was dead. We found her on the steps of the church the morning after a strangle. Blue light shone from the bell tower. A week after her burial, 4 strangers appeared with Wildegrens, offering to help and bringing warnings of monsters. This sounds so cool. I want to play through this. Holy guacamole. Okay. At first, we thought the strangers were mad. I'm not going to get too excited about this because this is also something that, It's a Wonderful Kingdom. Yeah, I did a solo video. I'm going to do a solo video on that. I've made it, but I'm just going to post it. Doing a solo review of that. And there was a whole bunch of scenarios, but they were like, it wasn't too much there. So I'm hoping that's not the case here. But that does get me excited. 9 separate tales. So I'm going to at least want to play this 9 times. And it's a $20 game. So I'm in. Now, get to the shipping. We have to bump it up to $32. Still reasonably priced for, I'm getting 9 games out of this. It's a solo only game. And I imagine this is probably going to have some pretty good retradability. Like, with how many people are solo gamers and how small of a footprint most likely this game is going to have and how highly acclaimed, let's be quite frank, it probably is going to be. Because here's the thing. I imagine that a lot of people, like, it's going to be higher rated than the first one. I'm making that prediction because people are going to be super excited about this. All right, so do I want it? Yes. Can you do it? Yes. You spotlighted that right from the jump. You'd already done a thing. How much is it? Great price. Honestly, I just put funded 2 hours. Who cares? $20. Now, granted, this isn't in main image because on GameFound we have this. But could we slap $20 in here? I know you don't want to break up the artwork, but nobody can even see your logo down here. Like, I cannot see that. But if you just slap $20 down there, that's going to draw eyeballs. Woo! But yeah, other than that, rock solid. Check out the FAQs, comments, updates. Give this one a grade. Hi guys, any chance to get an option to have a playmat? Loving it when playing Resist and giving the user theme. Yeah, great. If they respond to that, that's from 612. Oh, it's just from like 35 minutes ago. They'll probably get to it there. Here we go. We got creators. This is correct. The bundle is the best solution for. So yeah, they're in here. They're doing great customer service. Looks good. I love how this works. The prior backer, the pledge master. Oh, they're creating an ecosystem. They're creating an environment. I think GameFound's got a lot of good stuff. They just need to keep pulling companies, and I keep seeing other companies pulling the other way. It feels like. It's interesting. It'll be very, and then Backer Kit dropping down with Gloomhaven Second Edition. How many people is that going to snag because of that card size? Okay, like no inches too, but what ifs. Updates. Funded in 1 hour and 44 minutes. This launched 3 days ago, so that's the only update we got. Is that it? Bueller? Playmat? Some of you have asked about the playmat. We didn't want to include it on the campaign because this will complicate a lot of all the logistics. We've explained before, our main goal is to deliver the game on time. We are a two-person company, and we prefer to focus on what is important in the game rather than doing other things wrong. I actually respect the hell out of that. That's fantastic. Just own that. Say, we don't want to make these mistakes, and maybe in the next Kickstarter, if you support us enough, then we'll have somebody there that can help us. We'll have a little bit more experience under our belt, whatever it may be. Cool. If you supported Resist, you notice that there was an adjustment on the value of the hidden side of a Daldo card proposed by the authors after the game was printed. We published the PDF on Board Game Geek. The designers posted the correct number in JPEG format so you can print it and play it without any problems. Nevertheless, we were considering to print it again, but the big problem here is that even if you work with the same manufacturer, we will print Witchcraft in a different one because we weren't fully happy with the quality of the cards. There's a little typo there, but whatever. It's in the update. The color of the back of the cards won't be exactly the same, but for a solo game, this will be a very bad solution. The other solution would be to print all the Marquise cards, but as you can guess, this is economically unfeasible. Hope to understand. Okay, so that's probably an important question people have been asking. I worked under the although for card rightly printed, even if the color is not perfect match. Maybe yeah, I was gonna imagine that's what most people are gonna say. Like, yeah, can I get that printed even if it's not perfectly matched? But looks like great customer service there. So do I want it? Yes. Can you do it? Yes. How much is it? Yes. Feel like we're cruising towards a good grade. And that's really surprising to me because for a video that had absolutely nothing about the gameplay at all, that is not typically my jam. But I feel like they did a solid enough job to get you engrossed into it and exactly what it's selling. I especially feel like with solo games, theme matters more. But yeah, so Witchcraft. I think I'm in a B+, A- range. We had a gameplay video. Yeah, we had tons of... We focused on the BGG. I think I'm an A-. A range in there. How was the shipping? Shipping was clean and clear? Yeah, I think it's like an A. On the rules, too? Excellent. Yeah, just all the stuff you could possibly want to make an informed decision on whether or not the game's going to be for you. You could look at the scenarios right here, and you could probably get a good feel for, historical note. Ooh, I love historical note stuff. Game overview, setup. Okay, I want to read this rule. I want to sit down without any kids nearby, and I want to read these rules and really enjoy learning this game. It looks like one of those style solo games. And then we got 6 pages, frequently asked questions. This looks solid. Looks solid. Yeah, I'm going with an A-, I think. A-. Here's the thing. I'm trying to say to myself, what knocks it from an A to me in my standpoint? I think not spotlighting the $20 is definitely something. I think that's a half-point grade bump down because that is a jaw-droppingly good price. Granted, it's $12 extra once you get to the shipping, and then we're converting euros as well, so it jumps to the $35 price point. But just for a split moment in time, when you see that $20 and 20 euros, I think that's a great price. I think. Wait, this is for Resist. What the hell did I just? No, I'm great. I'm good. Yeah, still $20. That's a great price. So I'm going with an A-. But let me know in the comments below what's your final grade. And as always, thanks for your time, YouTube. Bye-bye.